The first replicator is status. We share what makes us look good. So you can see this massive house. In many cases, this is a status symbol that people, all of their friends know that this person is important. And you think about like people talking about themselves, they love to highlight awards that they've won. They love to share stories of their successes. They love to, announce that they have been recognized in some way. And so we're going to get into talking about how to evoke status and allow people to look better on their social hierarchy than their friends. So everyone wants to be perceived well by their friends and by their colleagues. And so we're going to look at how we can evoke that kind of reaction or ability to talk about themselves with our content. So here again, people share things that make them appear higher on their social hierarchy than their peers. We share what makes us look good. Even if you think of like, more personally, people share photos of their vacations when they went to some exotic place because it makes them look well traveled. People share examples of when they have done helped orphanages. Sometimes it's to spread the message, but it's also like, people wouldn't post stuff that's embarrassing about themselves. So when we create things as a brand or as a company that fuels their ability to tell the story of how they're great, then people eat that up. So the first tactic to explore is giving people an award. So people love winning and they love bragging. So if you don't have an award that you already give out to people, then create one. So you can create one from nothing and give it to people as an award that they can show off to their friends. So this is one of many, many examples I could give. So in this case, we have Social Media Examiner, which is a blog about digital marketing and social media marketing. And they've created this top 10 list. So the top 10 social media blogs that they deem as the top are given this award. And they created this icon, this image here that indicates, the top 10. And so what they do is they give the image to all of the top 10, and those people can put it on their website and show off to all of their audience that they were chosen and selected to be one of the top contributing blogs in the social media industry. And social media examiners are a recognized entity and people respect their opinion. And so it really goes a long way to show that their blogs are really, really good. And so these winners, in order to talk about the award that they've won, they have to talk about the person who's given them the award. So they can't talk about that they're the top 10 without talking about Social Media Examiner. And the other benefit here is that there's a link that goes along with this badge. So when someone puts it on their website, they're driving a link back to Social Media Examiner's website. So this could help drive traffic as well as some search equity, meaning that it can rank well in search to whatever page you're linking to. And, it's important not to abuse it and to have like 1,000 of these because it starts to lose the status. It starts to lose the distinction effect. If everyone's got it, then it's not valuable anymore. And it also, from a search perspective, it could appear really spammy and Google could actually penalize you and ding you for doing that. So it's good to be cognizant of not abusing this tactic. So another way to explore creating an award is to actually rank some as better than others. So rather than just saying, here are the top 10, you're actually listing here's number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all the way to 10 or all the way to whatever you're going to. And what this does is it allows people to more clearly understand where they fall. And so if you go back and think about that they're trying to evaluate and compare, how do I relate and compare to other bloggers that are in the space? And it makes them know where they fall. And especially this is important where in this case, there's not 10, there's 60. So whether you're number 2 or 50, could be a big difference amongst this set that's been won the award. And in this case, you can see here that PR Couture is someone I know that has set up her own company. It's a fashion blog, and she's created this this site. And at the very top of her site, she has put this recognition award that she has won. So Inky Bee is a site that I've never heard of, and is not known to me, or I don't even think it's that big in the industry necessarily, but she has ranked, Inky Bee has ranked my friend, number 5 in the 60 best global PR blogs. And so PR Couture is putting above the fold the very most important part of her site to catch attention for new visitors, that she has won this award. And so again, she can't brag about winning this without bragging and talking about Inky Bee. And there's a link here that goes to their site, so now people are becoming aware of it, and they're also being able to check it out and drive traffic to it. So, this is a huge win for Inky Bee, that they just created this award. So before this award, they would have been really hard pressed to get any kind of recognition in an article or in a blog post or anything like that. Or they have to write guest posts that take a lot of effort and pitching and a whole bunch of work to get, one link, for search and one link for brand awareness. So it's a very effective tactic to create an award like this. When thinking about trying to give people status, it's important to explain different levels of status clearly. So in this case on the left here, the Olympics have gold, silver, and bronze. And there's 3 categories, and it's very clear. Everyone knows which one is first, second, and third. It's not difficult to understand. Credit cards, however, it's really difficult. No one really knows which credit card has a higher status level than others. Is the platinum higher than the silver, or is the plutonium or the I don't know, the black card? And what about super travel elite card? And it's not clear. There's no easy way to tell which one is better than the other. The gold, silver, bronze, everybody knows where they stand. Oh, I'm second. I'm almost to the first place. This is something that's really status worthy. I can brag about this to my friends. I can make mention of it when I hang out at a cocktail party. So it's important to define this as clearly as possible. That's where the ranking again is even more helpful than just the, these are the top 10 or the top 60. So here we can also learn that it's important to publicly show what people have accomplished. So it's more effective and it's easier for people to send a link to where they are being recognized than for them to just talk about it themselves. So if I am PR Couture, or in this case, she can go and brag on Facebook saying that she's won this award. She can also go and post this on her site like she did. But if the link is just linking to the homepage of Inky Bee, there's no validation. All we have is her word, her very biased word. And instead, what Inky Bee did here, which is really smart, is to show a place where, PR Couture is getting validation and recognition in a visible way. So it's not just her word. She's showing, that there's proof here that she is in fact a winner. And these are even better. It shows some of the criteria that was used to say that she's one of the top. So in this case, visibility, engagement, relevance, these metrics here. And it's showing that, she has better visibility than others and better engagement, better relevance. And so this just solidifies a little bit more, makes it a lot more established and easy for the influencer or for the person you're giving the award to brag about having won the award. So I love this story. People love having a good secret to tell. So if you don't have a good secret to tell, create a secret that people can find out about and tell their friends. So in this case, this is a New York hot dog shop and a secret bar. So what happens is you walk in this hot dog shop, and then you can find this old school telephone booth, and this is the door to a bar that is next door, and this is the front door. This is the only way to get in. So what you have to do is at 3:30 every day, you have the telephone lines open up, and you have to call and make a reservation there. And there's only 40 seats in the place. It's very small, and so it's usually sells out very quickly within 10 or 15 minutes, and you can only make reservations for that night. And so what happens is you call and you get a reservation, and then you come in, and they give you a password on the phone before you come in. And so when you pick up the phone, you basically use this as a doorbell. So you call them next door, and you give them the password, and then they open the door from the inside. So this opens, and they open it from the inside, and that's the door. That's how you get in. This phone is our doorbell. Please dial 1 and we'll be right with you. Thanks. And so that's the way you get in. And then once you get in, it's this very exclusive experience. It's this very small, quaint place that everything about it says it's a secret. The whole place the bar is called Please Don't Tell. After you finish paying for your drinks, they give you a business card, and on one side it says Please Don't Tell, and the other side it has their phone number. And it's everything about it says it's exclusive. It's it's something that only the insiders know about. They don't do any marketing. It's all discovery brand. It's all word of mouth. And so people love telling the story about going to this place to their friends. And it seems like they're an insider, and it seems like they're, one of the cool people in the group, and it makes them appear higher on the social hierarchy, that they're more cultured, they're more well informed. So the same concept could be applied to a lot of other things that are maybe more relevant to your business or company. So you could look at releasing Black Friday deals ahead of time, only to your Twitter audience, or only to your email list, or only to certain people that are selected from some criteria. Maybe there's a lottery and you give them certain, benefits or exclusives or early access to something. You could also look at having a secret menu like In-N-Out does, or, maybe there's something that, you leak a secret menu item on social or something, and then the only people who find out about it and can order it are the ones who know about this. And so when they're in their friendship group and they're ordering, they're able to seem more well informed than one of the insiders when they're ordering something that's not on the menu. You can also look at location-based prize giveaways via Twitter. Tony Hawk does this, skateboards around and says, I'm on the corner of blank and blank, or gives them clues. And, so only the Twitter followers get access to that. So some possible ways to use this. You can also create a contest for people to win. So you can accept content submissions for a contest, select a winner, and then publicly share the winning content, giving credit to the creator. And once you give credit, they'll tell everyone about it. So in this case, the Mongolian Grill runs an annual recipe contest. They broadcast the winners on the brand's Facebook and Pinterest channels, and all of them brag about it and make it a big deal. So this is something that's very practical for them. This is my favorite probably. You break a pattern that people have come to expect. So those who first find out about this will be an insider and in the know, and they'll tell others about it. And they'll tell them about how the rule has been broken. So in this case, everyone knows that Black Friday is one of the biggest shopping holidays of the year. And Everlane has this high quality men's clothing site shut down their website on Black Friday. They turned it off, and they put up this message instead. And it says, buy less, buy better. As a business, we appreciate holiday shopping, but We feel the excess around Black Friday has put the focus on quantity over quality. Because we want to help people consume less by creating fewer, longer lasting products, we decided to shut down the site today. Have a wonderful holiday. We'll be back tomorrow. So this is an e-commerce site. It's closed on Black Friday. This is very different than what people would expect. And it got a huge amount of PR and free publicity and word of mouth because it broke something that people expected. And it went, in the opposite direction. Now, this is hard for a lot of companies to do because it requires senior decision making, saying that we are going to sacrifice potential revenue that we're going to get on this big shopping day. But it was also very closely tied to their core values as a company, that they want to produce high quality clothing. So it's not just something to be ridiculous just to stand out and be ridiculous. It's something that is extraordinary and resonates with their target audience. So their customers look at this and they think, this is really the company that I love because they agree with my values by doing this. So something that is very, very effective. So at the end of all of these sections, I have a brainstorm section. And the task for you is to brainstorm 1 to 3 content ideas that incorporate status that could be used by your company. So I've added these in summary, all of the different actionable insights from the section here on this one slide. So it's very easy for you to take this and brainstorm some ideas. So if you think about how do I create a secret for people to tell? And then maybe ask your brainstorm group, this question, and then see what you can come up with as a group. And then maybe if you've exhausted that, then move on to the next one. How do I break a pattern that people have come to expect? And then you can brainstorm about that. And so this is a very recyclable, repeatable process that you can go through to come up with some really cool and innovative and, more important, effective ideas to get shares and visibility on social with your content. I hope it's helpful.